Hello, my book and wax friends. I'm Amber. Welcome to my channel and to another monthly TBR. So happy to be able to pick some fun books for this month. If you did see, I am participating in middle grade March, and so I do have a video up about the books that I picked for the prompts that are available for middle grade March. I will link Krista's channel, Books and Jams, down below because she does talk about that. And I will also have a card at the end that will go over the books that I've already picked. So I have 5 books for middle grade March. And so I am only going to choose 5 prompts for 5 more books because I'm not doing a spinner wheel since I already have 5 books on my TBR for the month. So we are going to draw 5 more and see what comes up for my lovely TBR bookshelf that I have right here. So let's see what we get. Okay, this one is Family Bond. Okay, Family Bond. It's hard when you don't know exactly what the books are about, but I'm pretty sure, well, this is all about a family, and this is like a continuation of the Inheritance Game story. So I'm sure the family's still going to be in there, so I'm going to choose this one and as one of my options. Also, Wisteria. I definitely want to get to this one this month. I've been waiting since like November or October to read it, and it finally came in from the library for me. And so I definitely want to get to this, and it is about a girl named Signa and her family that she goes to. Long story short. So there's that one. Let's see what else. It says Family Bond. I wonder if, let's see, Untold Story, it's like found family. I don't know if we want found family or we want like actual family. This one, Revel or Revel, I think it's about families, kind of like a whimsical, magical version of Romeo and Juliet, I think. I could be completely wrong. I think I'll pass on that one, though. But this one, These Silent Woods, this would be completely out of my comfort zone. I've heard super good things about this, but I have a feeling that I will end up sobbing. It's about a father and daughter who live off-grid in a cabin in like Colorado or something like that. And I don't know much about it, but that is a choice. Okay, so we're going to decide between these 4. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out just because I'm not sure if I'm prepared yet to deal with the emotionalness of the story, the emotional trauma that could entail from that. Grandest Game. Am I feeling this one right now? At least for this prompt. No, I think I'm gonna... Okay, The Untold Story, which is the final book in the Invisible Library, or Wisteria, which is the final book in the Belladonna series. I feel like this prompt is more of like an actual family rather than found family. So I think I'm going to go with Wisteria, and I'm very excited. So Wisteria, and then let us put these back. Oops, and let's not knock over my cute as a button mushroom warmer. Stay right there. Okay, so first prompt, 4 more books. All right, there's 2 right here, and there's that. Okay, over 400 pages. I don't know if I have time for a book with over 400 pages. I don't even know if I have any right here that are over 400. Maybe Bow Before the Elf Queen. This is the only one that I feel, oh, okay, 583 pages. for that one. Maybe The Lost War. Yep, that one works. That's like 507. Let's see, Watermoon. I don't think so. Just because, yeah, 372, no. Temptation of Magic, 466. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't know why when I record these videos, I always end up with a dry throat. So let me hope I can clear it up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm doing better. Okay, so I'm thinking out of these choices, first of all, I am going to cut The Lost War. I'm just not feeling super high fantasy. Yeah, especially there's no like, I don't think there's any romance in this. I have no idea though, but I'm going to cut that one. I'm not feeling it. Then we have The Temptation of Magic, which is, I have no idea. I think it's kind of dark academia, a little bit, a hidden world, a deadly secret, a forbidden love that may bring it all to ruination. And then Bow Before the Elf Queen is kind of a, like, inspired by Hades and Persephone myth. And it says, inspired by Hades and Persephone, the Lord of the Rings, and a sprinkle of Norse mythology. So that sounds really good. I think I'm going to go ahead. Let's see if I get to it, but Bow Before the Elf Queen for a book that is over 400 pages. All right, 2 down, 3 more to go. Okay. Hopefully something that's a little easier. Okay, Animal on the cover. Okay, what do we got going on? Silent Woods, no animal. Oh, that one could work. So Untold Story does have a spider. Technically, that's an insect, or not even an insect, arachnid. But I'm going to count it as an animal on the cover. Let's see, flowers on the cover. I am not, this is already part of my TBR, so Fablehaven, that would work for sure. But do I want to add it as onto another TBR? I mean, definitely that would be good, make it a lot easier. But you know what? I do think I'm going to go ahead and choose The Untold Story by Genevieve Cogman, since it has a little spider on it. I've been wanting to finish the series, and this will give me that extra push to finish, especially because I put it on my 25 books I want to read in 2025, and so this will complete that. Plus, it is on my 5-star predictions for the first quarter of the year. Anyway, so many reasons to read that one. Okay, next one. So that's 3. I have 2 more. Let's see. Has an epilogue. All right, let's see. Epilogue. I'm always a fan of epilogues for sure. That one does have an epilogue because it does say 5 years later. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one may. That's acknowledgement. Yep, there is an epilogue in The Grandest Game. And then let's look in Flower Heart, which is like a cozy fantasy. Because I like the cozy fantasies at the beginning of the year well, fall into the beginning of the year is usually when I like the cozy fantasies. More than like in the summer months. This does not look like an epilogue. Let's see. No, I don't think there's an epilogue in this one. How about Spark of the Everflame? So Spark of the Everflame, let us see what we got going on. There's a bonus chapter. There is an epilogue. Okay. So I'm going to decide between these three. So I know I just take this one out for the other, but let's see. So The Grandest Game, Spark of the Everflame, which is the first in the series. I think it's going to be 5 books. I think 3 or 4 are out. So this was indie published and now it's being traditionally published. So Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole, which is a romantasy. Water Moon, which is more of a cozy fantasy. I think kind of whimsical, magical realism type of story. And can we just appreciate this volume? I adore this edition. This was a Luma crate, I'm pretty sure. And it's just gorgeous. I seriously adore it so much. So Water Moon. And then The Grandest Game also has an epilogue. I'm going to go ahead and go with Water Moon. I'm feeling the cozy, whimsical vibes of this one for sure. I just can't get over this cover. It makes me happy every time I look at it. So the Water Moon is the one that I'm going to go with. And then, so that's 4, right? So one more. Oops, that fell out. So let us see. Something good, please. Okay, about a voyage or quest. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do it because it is part of my 25 books to read in 2025. I don't even have to look at the others because I'm going to go ahead. The Grandest Game. It's about a quest as part of the Inheritance games. There's all these puzzles and quests and stuff that they have to go on. And so this is a continuation of that series. So I'm feeling that for sure there's going to be quests that the participants in the games will need to do to win. So The Grandest Game, I feel like definitely works out for that. Okay, so we got our TBR for the month of March. And again, this also includes the middle grade March books, which for that, again, I will link that at the end. That'll be a card for you to choose if you want to go back and see what books I chose for that. So but here are the 5 for now, for the regular non-middle grade. So Wisteria was Family Bond, and that is, again, about a girl named Signa Farrow. Well, the first book is the Belladonna book. This moves into more about some other family members, but I'm sure she's going to be in it as well. So Wisteria. And then a book over 400 pages. Isabel Bow Before the Elf Queen. So I'm excited about this one in that it's supposed to be, I'm a sucker for the Hades and Persephone myth, so I always really enjoy seeing different versions of that. So I'm excited to give that one a shot. And then we had, what was the next one? The next one was Animal on the Cover, and I know this was slightly a stretch because it is an arachnid, but I'm counting it. Untold Story, which is the final book, 8th book in the Invisible Library series. I'm very excited to see how it concludes. And then we has an epilogue, and with that one I went with Water Moon. Super whimsical, magical realism, fantasy type of story. Would you rewrite your destiny? I can talk. Destiny if it meant losing a part of your past. So it's about a girl named Hana Ishikawa who ends up inheriting her father's pawn shop, and it's like a magical pawn shop that you can find. You can pawn their life choices and deeper regrets. And then her father ends up going missing or something like that. And someone else comes to help her find him, I think is what it is. So Water Moon. And then lastly, for about a voyage or quest, I went with The Grandest Game because it definitely is about a quest to win a lot of money is pretty much what it is. So this is a continuation of the Inheritance games, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one too. So that is it, you guys. What books are you picking up during the month of March? Are you participating in middle grade March? And yeah, let me know all those things. Have you read any of these books, and what do you think about them? I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.